He said, I was a lost man. He said, but it come to me the first time. My dad went home.
Amen.
Said, he was having, he'd been sick, had a lot of problems. He said, but he said it come to him, but it's plain as day. Dad went home. He said, soon after that, I made my decision to receive Christ as my Lord and Savior. See, I understood. God spoke to me. Peace, be still. My dad went home. And then he made that decision, see. And he uses that as his testimony because he said, I understood for the first time. See, for the first time. A man remembers important things in his life. See, you remember when your eyes are open. See?
Yes.
It's like, I remember me and Tina grew close to, just a short distance apart. We never spoke. I never noticed her. She never noticed me. For probably 19, 20 years. And you live right down the street from each other. But on one day, it was on a Friday night, me and Doug was up at Woodland Park cutting weeds for George Green. And we were sitting there cutting them weeds, and we was going through there, them cars would come up, they'd drive through town, and they'd come up and do a lot of things. And I was sitting there on the walk, on there, we just got done. We were sitting there resting a few minutes and looking up, and she drove by. And she come by, and, she threw her hand up, and I threw mine back up, and then for the first time ever, I noticed her. For the first time ever, I noticed her. And I went, I believe she lived down below me. For the first time, my eyes were open. Now you tell me, this is a true story. And we didn't, just jump right and start talking. It was almost probably a year later, but that was the first time that my eyes that I noticed her, And then one thing led to another, and then we eventually started going together. Sue used to get me, I'd sit across the room over at Bud's store and sit there and watch for her to come out, And, but once again, see, I'll admit it. And one thing led to another, and some 20 plus years later, she's still putting up with me. But it all started with that one glance. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that God put me there at that time and her at that time, and then all of a sudden he just opened my eyes and opened hers too at that time, and then we had our first date when we went up and watched wrestling. Which is just as crazy as that, but I mean it. Okay. But he opened, you see what I'm saying? My eyes were open. I can remember that, and that was 1989. I don't remember the day, because days are just days, but it was hot. But it was in 1989. That was a long time ago. But you see what I'm saying? All those years, and not even a word spoken. You live what? Just 300 or 400 feet away or whatever. Maybe a little farther. But never a word spoke, never a notice, never nothing. And all of a sudden, your eyes are open. That's how it happens with the Lord a lot of times. You're just going, drifting through life, and everything's just going your way, and all of a sudden, your eyes are open. Amen. You see what I'm saying? Amen. All of a sudden, your eyes are open. You've noticed something that you've never noticed before. There's something that you need that you don't have. There's something missing in your life, and your eyes are open to it. And that's God saying, here I am. See, God makes the first move, Pat. God's all over this. There's some guy that says, I'm all over it. You ever heard that saying? I'm all over it, man. We need to get this done. I'm all over it. Well, such a beautiful thing because it's perfect. God's timing is perfect. See, it's not off a bit. It's perfect. Amen. See, it comes at the right time. You know, like Henry, you know, he had to go out there to Dayton, I think, and get his mom's furniture. The Lord put Joel there in his life at a perfect time. It was a perfect time. It was perfect for Miss Allen to walk past Henry when he was sitting on the porch trying to hide his beard, see? That was a perfect time. See? Miss Allen is coming to church, you know, walking around. I'm thinking about nothing. Brandon eating that man up with conviction over her. You see, a perfect time.
Thank you, Jesus.
Perfect time. See, God knows what He's doing, folks.
Yes, He does.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. See, when the Lord speaks, and it's a beautiful thing. Your relationship with God, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
We were down in Sunday school classes a couple of months ago, and something came out in the lesson, and Otis, boom, with the answer, perfect time. Perfect time. His eyes were open. There it was, right there. Just as fast as falling off a bicycle. You see what I'm saying? It just happened that quick. The Lord just said, there it is. See what I'm saying? See how beautiful it is? And even in the midst of the storm, there it is. There it is. God shows up. And He puts it right there puts it right there to you. And then you got to make a choice, guys. If we got to make a choice. But Jesus rebuked the wind. And Jesus calmed the sea. And all He said was 3 little words. Peace be still. He speaks to your heart when you're in trouble, when you're lonely, when you're brokenhearted. Peace be still. He'll give you that comfort. He'll wrap them big arms around you, and He'll hold you. He'll hold you when no one else can. He'll get you through when no one else can. And He'll say, peace be still. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm taking care of it. I just want you to trust me. And then He tells His disciples, you know, why are you so fearful? You know, I believe He tells us He's got to get on us sometimes. I know He gets on me. Why are you so fearful? Why you get tore up like you do? When you can't, when you miss your exit and you go all nuts. I don't know if y'all do that. That's what I do. You know, let me tell you something. I can't hardly drive in them towns. I get there a minute, I'm all tore all to pieces. I mean, I just can't hardly handle it. I mean, that traffic coming on both sides, man, I get nervous. You know, I do. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say it. I can't hardly handle it. But Paula can just drive like it ain't nothing. But buddy, that ain't me. Man, I get tore up. You know, and I got problems with that. You know, see. But He gives me somebody to do it for me. How about that? See, He lets somebody else help me. See. And that's how He does us all. Maybe we can't do something real good, so He gives you somebody else to help you along. How about that? Well, I'll put somebody else in your life that can do it. See? You understand that? He's got it all covered. I'm all over it, He says. I'm all over it. I've got it covered. Why are you so fearful? Why are you so fearful? Sometimes we just got to sit and think, you know, Lord, You're going to get me through. We got one more verse. And it says, they feared exceedingly and said one to another, what manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey Him? What kind of man is this, that he can get out from a dead sleep, walk out on the bridge of the boat, speak 3 words, and everything is just all okay? Amen.
Thank you, Jesus.
What kind of man is this? You know, they believed that He was something more than just a guy that could feed the 5,000, just a guy that could cure disease. This guy is the Son of God.
Amen.
There's something special about this man. He's not like no one else that's ever lived or will ever live again. There is something different about Jesus Christ. And he says those magic, beautiful words, peace be still.